जय व्रज जनरंजना जय यमुनातीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी 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 जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी जय तवा जय कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी राधा माधव जय कुंज विहारी श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण कन्या प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासा गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Ya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana Hari Govinda 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 Jaya Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannatha Annada Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Vallabha Radha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Vallabha Vallabha Shri Radhe Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev 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 Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj 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 Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva 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 Jaya Gurudeva Srila Prabhupada ki jai Granthara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Sakshurvunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Datati Swapadantikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Govinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindubhya Eva Cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha, Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Kirim, Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram, Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam, Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutirayet, Shinvatam Swakata Krishna Punyasravana Kirtanam, Hridayantasto hi abhadrani Vidinoti Suhritsatam, Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 1. The title of the chapter is The Supreme Lord is Equal to Everyone. Text number 17. Is it 17 here? 17? 17. Eta Veditum Ichchamaha Sarva Eva Vayam Mune Bhagavan Nindaya Veno Dvijais Tamasi Patitaha Etat Veditum Ichchamaha Etat Veditum Ichchamaha Sarva eva vayam mune Sarva eva vayam mune Bhagavan nindaya veno Bhagavan nindaya veno Dvijai tamasi patitaha Dvijai tamasi patitaha Etat veditum ichchamaha Sarva eva vayam mune Bhagavan nindaya veno Dvijai tamasi patitaha Etat veditum ichchamaha Sarva eva vayam mune Bhagavan nindaya veno Dvijai tamasi patitaha Etat veditum ichchamaha Sarva eva vayam mune Bhagavan nindaya veno Dvijai tamasi patitaha Etat veditum ichchamaha Bhagavan nindaya veno Dvijai tamasi patitaha Etat veditum ichchamaha Sarva eva vayam mune Bhagavan nindaya veno Dvijastamasi patitaha. Etad veditum icchamah sarva eva vayam mune Bhagavan nindaya veno dvijastamasi patitaha. Etad, this, veditum, to know, iccamaha, desire, sarve, all, eva, certainly, vayam, we, mune, O great sage, Bhagavat nindaya, because of blaspheming the Lord, Venaha, Vena, the father of Prithu Maharaj, Dujai, by the Brahmanas, Tamasi, into hell, Patita, was thrown. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O great sage, we are all eager to know the cause for this mercy of the Lord. I have heard that formerly a king named Vena blasphemed the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then all the Brahmanas consequently obliged him to go to hell. Sisupala should also have been sent to hell. He then, how then did he merge into the Lord's existence? There is no purport. So, text number 18. Dhamagosha sutapapa arabhya kala bhasanat samprati amarsi govinde danta vakrasta dhurmati. From the very beginning of his childhood, when he could not even speak properly, Sisupala, the most sinful son of Dhamagosha, began blaspheming the Lord, and he continued to be envious of Sri Krishna until death. Similarly, his brother Dantavakra continued the same habits. No purport. Text number 19. Sapto rasakrit vishnum yad brahma parama avyayam svitro na jato jihvayam nandham vivisatus tamaham. For translation. Although these two men, Sisupala and Dantavakra, repeatedly blasphemed the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, Krishna, the Supreme Brahman, they were quite healthy. Indeed, their tongues were not attacked by white leprosy, nor did they enter the darkest region of hellish life. We are certainly most surprised by this. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Krishna is described by Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita 10.12 as follows. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. You are the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Abode and Purifier. Here in this confirmed, Vishnum Yad Brahma Param Avyayam. The Supreme Vishnu is Krishna. Krishna is the cause of Vishnu, not vice versa. Similarly, Brahman is not the cause of Krishna. Krishna is the cause of Brahman. Therefore, Krishna is the Para Brahman, Yad Brahma Param Avyayam. So in this, we continue reading. The Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is obviously questioning Narada Muni about this special event of how Sisupala is getting this special mercy. Sisupala blasphemed the Lord. If you look at the history of Sisupala, it's very, very interesting. Sisupala's father's name was Dhamagosha, and mother's name was Shrutasrava. And when Sisupala was born, he had 3 eyes and 4 hands. We don't see the people born in the hospital like this situation. Because normally this is very special. 3 eyes and 4 hands. almost like a Chaturbuja form. So their father and mother decided, okay, now this is the time to get rid of the child. Who wants to have a child like this three eyes and 4 hands? So they thought, no, so then they wanted to, but then they got a message. This is Akashwani. Like they got a message saying that, no, don't throw him, this person, because this person will be, whoever keeps that boy or the boy in his lap. So this is like at one point in time, one person will come and that person will hold him in the lap, and then automatically the eyes and the extra hands will disappear. And then Sutashrava, who is Sutashrava, is Vasudeva's sister. So it's one way, it's like a Krishna's aunt. Kunti Devi is also another aunt, and Sutashrava also one of the aunts of Krishna. So many people came to the palace. Because that the kingdom is called Chedi. Chedi. This is like a Sisupal's father, Dhamagosha. He is king of Chedi. So many people came to this palace. They kept their baby in their lap. Nothing happened actually. But Lord Krishna came, and Lord Krishna took this baby on his lap. Suddenly that eyes disappeared and the 2 hands also disappeared. It's very surprising. So aunt, and then you are going to kill the aunt's son. So because the Akashwani says, whoever is going to keep in the lap and the eyes are going to disappear, that is good, but the same person will be the killing that person. So this is like a death for that person also. So this is like a, so the aunt obviously he prayed to Krishna, please spare my child. So Krishna very mercifully, very mercifully, he said, this has to happen, but I will forgive 100 offenses. 100 offenses, I will forgive. Because this is like Krishna has given some special benediction for this aunt. No? Like, I will forgive 100 offenses, whatever he makes, I will forgive. But after that, that's it. After that I will, if he is continuing this, so Krishna is still giving a choice. It's not that sometimes people say Krishna is like a autocrat. Yeah, Krishna is supreme autocrat, but still he is giving a choice actually. He is giving a choice to Mother Sutashrava. Like I will tolerate. Krishna knows that. Krishna knows that this person is like already very envious of him. And so he says, I will tolerate 100 offenses. And if he crosses beyond that, then I'm helpless. Then I have to take whatever appropriate action I have to take. So this is the background of Sisupala. And then we all know the pastime when at the time of Rajasuya Yajna, when at that time it was decided to whom we should give the first puja. So then all the great personalities like a Bhishma and all the great persons, they decided that Krishna should be worshipped. But this Sisupala, already he has been accumulating his count. This is count, and then Sisupala he's crossed this 100th offense. So the promise given to Mother Sutashrava is already broken. So so Krishna has to send this Sudarshan Chakra to take that head off Sisupala. So this is like, and then in everybody's presence, everybody could see that Sisupal just merged into the body of Lord Krishna. This is and that is what very surprising actually. Here what Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking is like, we are certainly most surprised by this. So there what he is asking is, O great sage, we are all eager to know the cause for this mercy of the Lord. This is a great mercy of the Lord. I have heard that formerly a king named Vena blasphemed the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that all the Brahmanas consequently obliged him to go to hell. Sisupala should also have been sent to hell. How then did he merge into the Lord's existence? So we know the pastime of Vena. Who is Vena? Whose son was Vena? Any idea? No, Prithu Maharaj's son actually. Vena's son is Prithu Maharaj. Anga, King Anga. King Anga is the dynasty of Dhruva Maharaj. So this is like Because we first few cantos we were reading, like all these different sons, like Uttanapada, and then we studied like the dynasty of Dhruva Maharaj. In the Dhruva Maharaj dynasty, King Anga appeared, and then King Anga's son was Vena. Vena, from the very beginning, he was very cruel. Very, very cruel. So much so that father one day he left the kingdom actually. So this is the situation. Like if the son is very, very cruel and not able to control, so this type of situation, in the Vedic system, the king decided, okay, now what is the use actually? What is the use of this kingdom and other things? It's not like a modern politics, like they just stay in the politics till 90, 95, 100, still Yamaraj comes with the stick and then get the fellow out of that place. Until not like that actually. So they just leave the kingdom. Yeah, what is the use? This is not happening, so let me concentrate this is our real self-interest. This is real self-interest. Swartha Gati is Vishnu. So they just left. So automatically the Brahmanas decided, oh, there is no king, and then all these things are happening. Say they thought, like now we will enthrone Vena. But the ministers, they didn't agree actually. They thought, oh, this fellow is a very cruel fellow. He is not fit for a king's position. But somehow, some emergency arrangement, stopgap arrangement, somebody has to be there, the position. So, Vena was put in the position, and then Vena created a big havoc actually. He stopped all these things. Oh, the king is the representative of the Lord. So, why you are worshipping the Supreme Lord? You have to worship the king. Like he had his own philosophy and his own understanding of the whole thing. So the same Brahmanas who gave him the power, then they thought, no, this is becoming too much. They gave him advice also. The Brahmanas, they didn't take action straight away. They went and told, this is Vena, this is not the right thing to do. So all these things happened, and then Vena didn't listen. So they just chanted mantras, and then they killed Vena. This is the power of the Brahmanas actually. Power of the Brahmana is like you don't have to take any weapon in the hand, you have to go like that. No need actually. Just by chanting the mantras, the King Vena was killed actually. And then again another dilemma happened, because when King Vena was killed, and then there is no one there to rule the kingdom, and then there was the King Vena's body was preserved actually by mantra and all the herb, everything he was preserved. So the Brahmana, what they did was they were just churning the thigh. This all the sometimes when the modern doctors and others, they hear this now, it's a very grand mass story, and they think this is a grand mass story, how this thing can happen. But these things is very, 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 very familiar. When Gandhari, she was about to give birth to the child, and at that time, already Kunti Maharani had given birth to the child of 5 boys actually. So then Gandhari, so she stuck that the abdomen with this thing, and the whole thing was disturbed. So Vyasadeva, what he did was, and he asked that flesh to cut into 100 pieces. 100 pieces, and then from that 100 pieces, the Duryodhana, all the brothers, they came. So this is like we think now only the new technology is there, now the test tube baby, that one, this baby, that baby, this is all known actually. Nothing is new. If you read Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, whatever is going to happen next 10, 20, 100,000 years, everything is there actually. The knowledge is there. But only thing is we don't know. Our problem is sometimes if we don't know something, it becomes very, very surprising for us actually. Already everything is there in the Shastra. So here, they churned the thigh of this King Vena, and then from there a personality came. Who came from that King Vena's thighs? No, Prithu Maharaj later. Nishada. There is one person came, because the Brahmanas, what they did was, they wanted to remove all the sinful reactions from King Vena's body, so they churned the thigh, and then from the person called Nishada, he came. So, and then they churned the arms of Vena, and then from there 2 personalities came, not one personality. Prithu Maharaj and Archi, Prithu and Archi. So Prithu Maharaj and Archi, they are like a Sakti Avesha avatar. They are not Vishnu Tattva. Srila Prabhupada explains, they are not Vishnu Tattva, they are Sakti Avesha, Avesha avatar. So they appeared. So, and then we know the story how Prithu Maharaj came and he re-established the kingdom, everything. So, here he is asking, Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking, I have heard that formerly a king named Vena blasphemed the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that all the Brahmanas consequently obliged him to go to hell. They made him, gave him a big punishment. But Sisupala should also be sent to hell. How then he merged into the body of Lord's existence? So this is the question. And from the very beginning of his childhood, when he could not even speak properly, the Sisupala, the most sinful son of Dhamagosha, began blaspheming the Lord, and he continued to be envious of Sri Krishna until death. Similarly, his brother Dantavakra continued the same habits. So the pastime goes like this in the beginning, because Jaya Vijaya, this all starts with the Jaya Vijaya pastime. Jaya Vijaya prevented the entry of whom? Whom did he prevent? Four Kumaras, they were like in a childish form, and they were like a children, and that they thought, no, like, you can't enter into this Vaikuntha. So then normally nobody in the Vaikuntha, they don't see Dvanda. But still they saw, because this is again Lord's arrangement. We should not blame, oh Jaya Vijaya, you are in Vaikuntha, you didn't even know the courtesy. How can? No, because Lord wanted to have one day Lord wanted to have a desire. He wanted to fight. Who can fight with him? Nobody can fight with him. So today Sivya is missing. Otherwise Sivya would have answered all the questions actually. Yeah? You sent a special arrangement for her today. Yeah. So, yeah, this is like normally when children are there, we ask these questions, that very enthusiastic, she will answer all the questions actually. Yeah. So, so this is like then what happened? What happened to the, see, this is like she would have reminded me, now I forgot actually what we are saying. What we are discussing, Mataji? What we were discussing? Jaya Vijaya came. Yeah. Stopped. So it is not possible. Lord wanted to fight. Lord wanted a desire. Today I wanted to fight. But who can fight with the Lord? Nobody can fight with the Lord. And Vaikuntha, nobody can fight with the Lord also. Because everything is, Lord is worshipped there. So, based on the Lord's desire, all these things are happening. Jaya Vijaya, preventing them. And then the Jaya, and also the sages, they are not ordinary people. They don't get easily irritated actually. So the Sanat Kumara, they got a little bit upset, and then they cursed. And then Lord Vishnu came personally, asked for forgiveness. So this is all like a nice pastime. And then the option was given whether they didn't want to be away from the Lord. So it was decided 3 births you be away from the Lord's service, but as an enemy of the Lord. The option was given 7 lives. You can be a devotee of the Lord. But 3 lives you can be away from the Lord. But they were so attached to the Lord, they don't want to be away from the Lord. So 3 lives, like finish it off. So that's why they came Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, and Kumbhakarna, and Sisupala, and Dantavakra. Normally this is the 3 personalities. So this same Sisupala, Dantavakra we are discussing. So here, from the beginning of his life, he could not even speak properly. He could not even speak. Then also he is blaspheming. This is the height of envy. Height of envy. He could not even speak, but he still is blaspheming. And he continued to be envious of Sri Krishna until death. Similarly, his brother Dantavakra continued the same habits. Okay, now the last sloka we read. Although these 2 men, Sisupala and Dantavakra, repeatedly blasphemed the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Brahman, they were quite healthy. They were quite healthy. And indeed, their tongues were not attacked by white leprosy, nor did they enter into the darkest region of hellish life. We are certainly most surprised by this. So this is the if somebody performs some offensive activity, blasphemy of the Lord, some sinful activities, they get reaction actually. They get reaction. We get sometimes you get reaction straight away. Sometimes you get reaction little bit later also. Sometimes we get immediately. Immediate. Sometimes you some offenses to while doing the deity worship, you get some offenses. So get reaction straight away. Lord is very merciful actually, because He doesn't want you to accumulate that thing. So straight away He gives something, and then a lot of devotees can vouch for that. How Lord is protecting them, Lord is correcting them. We might have performed some activity thinking that no, not like that. Immediately there is some punishment there. But we should not take that as we should not fear that, but what we should understand is this is Lord's very merciful nature. That is why we understand from the Shastra, Lord Krishna is called Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu, because Lord is impartial actually. Lord is impartial. Somebody is like praising me, I get very happy. Somebody is chastising me, I become very morose. So why he is chastising me? But Lord is not like that. Lord is beyond the modes of material nature. In fact, He is the creator of the modes of material nature. So what is happening is like in Bhagavad Gita, in the 9th chapter, Krishna says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha e bhajante tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. I envy no one. This is Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 29 verse. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all, but whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So this is Krishna's statement, Lord Krishna's statement in Bhagavad Gita. I am equal to everyone. I am equal to everyone. Because this is, Srila Prabhupada says that many times, gopis were offering garlands to Krishna. And Bhishma Dev is shooting the arrows at Krishna. See the contrast. Somebody is shooting the arrows, somebody is offering garland. But Krishna still reciprocating with both. Gopis also is reciprocating, and he is also reciprocating with Bhishma Dev also. That is Krishna. Somebody throws stone at me, I'll get angry. But Krishna, even though the blood is oozing out, but Krishna is still enjoying. Because Bhishma Dev, in the mood of chivalry, he is a Kshatriya, so he is exchanging that rasa with Krishna in that particular way. And gopis, obviously, they are all worshipping Krishna as a lover, as a gopis, elderly gopis. So they have different relationship. So Krishna is like reciprocating with each and everyone the way they want. If you want Krishna to be your friend, Krishna can be your friend. If you want Krishna as your son, Krishna is ready to become your son. If you want Krishna to be his enemy, better you don't want, but if you want, Krishna want to become that also. You want to Krishna, okay, Krishna, I want to fight with you, I want to be your enemy. Krishna fulfills that desire also. So it is very important what we desire. Let us not desire, because this is that's in the purport Srila Prabhupada writes on that sloka. One may question here that if Krishna is equal to everyone and no one is his special friends, then why does he take special interest in devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental service? Is that question reasonable? Correct? This is a reasonable question. Because you are saying one time Krishna is equal to everyone, but doesn't seem like that. Doesn't seem like Krishna is equal to everyone. He is favoring Pandavas. He is not favoring Duryodhana and party from an external point of view. Because Prabhupada is answering that question. Prabhupada says, any man, but this is not the discrimination. It is natural. Any man in this material world may be very charitably disposed, yet he has special interest in his own children. The Lord claims that every living entity in whatever form is his son. So he provides everyone with a generous supply of necessities of life. He is just like a cloud which pours rain all over, regardless of whether it falls on a rock or land or water. But for his devotees, he gives specific attention. Such devotees are mentioned here. They are always in Krishna conscious, and therefore they are always transcendently situated in Krishna. So this is Lord Krishna. He says, Samoham sarva bhuteshu. Yes, he is equal to everyone. But, there is a but there. But he is very, if it's like Srila Prabhupada gives this example. A father has many children. Okay? Out of the children, he is providing the necessities of all the children. He is providing. But out of that few children, they are very much obedient to the Lord. They are always serving that father. So then father has naturally some soft corner for the child. So there is nothing unnatural in that. So Krishna is also like that. But Krishna's thing is even better, because even somebody is like, Krishna seems to be killing somebody, or Krishna seems to be chastising somebody, punishing somebody, even that punishment also Krishna's mercy. That is very, very difficult to understand. How Krishna's punishment can be mercy. Sometimes, there is always, I remember the story, Krishna Kripa. Krishna Kripa. You know the Krishna Kripa story, Prabhu? You heard that? You know the Krishna Kripa story? You don't know? No, you. You are only asking you only. Okay. She doesn't know. That's all right. We'll repeat. Very simple story. Because there was once a king. He was conquering the kingdom and everything. So whenever he comes back and he will tell his minister, we have conquered this, we have conquered that. It's very good. Krishna's mercy. Krishna Kripa. The minister will say Krishna Kripa. Everything will say Krishna Kripa. One day that the king went and he was examining some weapons and he got the finger cut. So then he came to the minister. Minister said, oh, finger cut, oh, this Krishna Kripa. So the king got really upset. He said, oh, king, winning the kingdom is good, Krishna Kripa. How this cutting the finger? My finger is cut now, I have a problem. You are saying it's Krishna Kripa. Put this fellow into the jail. So the minister was there, minister was put in the jail. He went to the jail saying that Krishna Kripa, putting me also into Krishna Kripa. He went to the jail. So after that, what happened? The king went for a hunting expedition. He went and then he was separated from all the soldiers and everyone. So then there was a group of people waiting to, they were looking for somebody to perform a narabali, giving a person as a sacrifice actually. So they got hold of this king. Oh, very good. We got one hefty person who has been for. So we will give this person as a bali. So they bathed him, put him new garments and everything, and took him to this the altar where the bali will be given. So the chief of that the group, they came and examined this man, top to bottom. Oh, this one finger not there. So it's useless. This bali is useless. Without this finger, the body is useless. So no, throw him away. We don't. So that this fellow was thrown out. So king was thinking. 1 minute he was thinking, I'm going to be given as a narabali, I'm going to be killed. And the next minute, the finger is cut. So then he remembered, the minister, he told me it is Krishna Kripa. Yes, it is Krishna Kripa, because if my finger is not cut, then my life will be finished today. Because everything is hale and healthy, no problem, no, all the angas are. So then he immediately ran to the minister, you told me right thing, because Krishna only protected me. Krishna Kripa, I thought, you said Krishna Kripa, I got very angry, I put you into jail. Okay, tell me one thing, how you said you are putting you in prison, you are also saying Krishna Kripa. Yeah, because if you don't put me in the prison, I would have come with you, then they would have killed me actually. Because see, Krishna Kripa works in a different way. Our brain, at least my brain, is very dull. Because I can't even remember once what I said. I have to ask somebody, what did I say? Because very dull. We don't understand how Krishna Kripa works. We may think, Krishna is punishing this person. No, Krishna is not punishing. Krishna is making arrangement for that person. So we have to, if we have that attitude, if that understanding, no problem will come actually. That no problem. So that's why when problems come in life, then immediately we blame Krishna. Krishna, why did you do that? I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm this thing. Why are you giving this problem to me? We don't know why Krishna is giving a problem to us. There may be a different reason. Krishna is rectifying us. Krishna is purifying us. Krishna is giving an opportunity. So we have to understand in that line, then there won't be any problem. Otherwise, we will blame Krishna. Like Sisupal, every minute he is blaming Krishna. So this is, and also here it is mentioned how he entered into this, the body of Lord Krishna. So this is like We just saw that also. His protection and killing is the same. In the material sense, it is different actually. Somebody is like somebody is garlanding, then that is considered like very good. But somebody is chastising, it's not good. But Krishna's case, Krishna is pavitram. So he is Param Brahman. He is completely neutral to everything actually. So it's not going to affect him. And also, Srila Prabhupada says, Krishna is described by Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita 10.12 as follows: Param Brahma, Parandama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. You are the supreme Brahman, supreme abode and purifier. Krishna's position is like that. After listening from Krishna, so he is giving his verdict actually. Param Brahma, Parandama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Saswatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. Ahustva Rishayah Sarve Devarishi Naratastata. He is quoting all the authorities. It's not like Krishna is my friend, I am just glorifying him. No. Asita, Devala, Vyasa, Narada, all these great personalities, they are also speaking about your glories. So this is the way when we acknowledge somebody, we acknowledge based on the authority of the Shastra. What the Shastra says, what the Sadhu says, that is what important. So here, and also here it is mentioned, this Sisupala got the liberation, like a merging into the body of Lord. It's called Sayujya Mukti. Sayujya Mukti. In this, there are in the liberation, there are 5 kinds of liberation in the Shastra described. So this is like 5 kinds of liberation. This is like a Salokya, Sashti, Samipya, Sarupya, Ekatva, Apiyuta, Diyamamam na Ghrannanti, Vinamat Sevanam Jana. This is Kapila Dev is speaking to Mother Devahuti. A pure devotee does not accept any kind of liberation. Salokya, Sashti, Samipya, Sarupya or Ekatva, even though they are offered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because these 5 liberations are there. Out of the 5 liberation, one is not. Devotees don't even talk about that. Ekatva. Ekatva is just like a merging into the body of Lord. That is not the liberation. That is a kind of a situation, is kind of hellish actually. Hellish life. Because in other liberation, you get some opportunity to perform devotional service. But in Ekatva, or this is like a Sayujya, you don't get an opportunity to render anything. You just in the impersonal Brahman, Brahma Jyoti, you merge into the Brahma Jyoti. So that is not liberation. So Prabhupada explains that in the purport. One is, there are 5 kinds of liberation stated in the scriptures. One is to become one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or to forsake one's individuality and merge into the Supreme Spirit. This is called Ekatmam. A devotee never accepts this kind of liberation. Other 4 liberations are to be promoted to the same planet as the god Vaikuntha. Same planet. Same planet means Salokya. Salokya. Loka means that planet. Salokya. There is one liberation called Salokya, and another one is called Samipya. Samipya means close proximity. Close proximity. You can be very near the Lord. Samipya. Sashti. Sashti means the same opulence as the Lord. Same opulence of the Lord. And then other is Sarupya. Sarupya means same form as the Lord. So there are these 4 kinds of liberations are there. But here Kapila Dev is saying, my devotee is so much engaged in devotional service, he is not interested in any of these things. Even if it is offered by the Lord, he does not want them actually. Because sometimes people want this special benediction, this special siddhi, special perfection. They want all these things because they wanted to show off. What is the use of the siddhi? If you are not going to be engaged in the service of the Lord, all the siddhis are useless actually. So here he is saying, Kapila Dev is saying, Lord Kapila Dev is saying, my devotees are not interested in any of this actually. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, na dhanam, na sundarim, kavita jagadis Kamayi, Mama Janmani Janmani Bhavatat Bhakti Ahaituki Tvai. So actually Srila Prabhupada says devotees are not even interested in going to Vaikuntha. It's maybe a little bit, people may, we are interested in going back home, back to Godhead. No, we are not even interested in going back home, back to Godhead, because wherever the service to the Lord is there, that is sufficient. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Mama Janmani Janmani Bhavatat Bhakti Ahaituki. Even if I am not going to go back home, back to Godhead, wherever there is a Lord is there, where is the service of the Lord is there, that is utterly Vaikuntha. What is Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha is not a Vaikuntha because Srila Prabhupada came to Melbourne. Here, same place, Prabhupada came here. Say, this is Melbourne. No, this is not Melbourne. This is Vaikuntha, where the Lord is worshipped nicely, the Lord is looked after nicely, everything is puja, punaskara, everything is happening nicely. This is not no more Melbourne. Vaikuntha. We are in the Vaikuntha realm. When we come to the temple, we are in the Vaikuntha realm. And then we have to behave like that. No? We have to behave, we are in the Vaikuntha realm. Not like we don't want to be in that the material realm. No? We don't want to behave in the Vaikuntha, we have to behave like a Vaikuntha Vasis. Not we don't want to behave like the normal materialistic Vasis. We don't want to. So the Lord is saying that my devotees are not interested. But sometimes Lord may give some special benediction. Like Hanumanji was offered liberation. Hanumanji said, no, I don't want anything. Where if there is some kind of disturbance between I am your servant, you are my master, if there is any disturbance in that understanding, I don't want any liberation. So this is what we have to aim for. Because, it may be given, mukti, because this mukti means automatically devotee is mukta. Because when he engaged in the service of the Lord without anya abhilashita sunyam, then automatically mukti is there. He doesn't have to go separately endeavor for mukti. Separate endeavor for mukti is not needed actually for a devotee. So that this is the... And also, here Srila Prabhupada says, you are the supreme Brahman, the supreme abode and purifier. Here it is confirmed, Vishnum yad Brahma param avyayam. The supreme Vishnu is Krishna. Krishna is the cause of Vishnu, not vice versa. This is a big conk, especially in India. Especially in India, they have here, they ask, Vishnu, Krishna is the avatar. Krishna is avatar of Vishnu. This is they go that 10 avatar, Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, like that. But Shastra, they may have some understanding, like in India also they have understanding, Dasa Avatara. So this is, that's okay. One understanding is correct, but the other understanding, if you, globally, if Krishna is there, first Krishna, from Krishna, Lord Balaram comes. One side Lord Balaram comes, and the other side Srimati Radharani. Krishna's first bodily expansion is Balaram. From Balaram, Chaturvyuga is coming. First quadruple expansion, Chaturvyuga. Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, these four personalities. And from there, the second Chaturvyuga comes. From the second Chaturvyuga only, that all the Vishnus are coming. Garbhodaka, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So from that only all the expansions are coming. So, it is one sense, okay, if somebody worships Vishnu, there is nothing wrong in that. But they should understand, Krishna is the Mula Vishnu. He's the source of all Vishnus actually. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, not one Vishnu. There are many Vishnus are there. Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, like that. So Krishna, that is why Brahma says, this is Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana. He is the cause of all causes, all the cosmos, everything, spiritual, material, everything is created from him. So this is a verdict of Brahma actually. So we have to, if we understand in that context, then there won't be any confusion. So that is why Srila Prabhupada says here, he is Vishnu, the Vishnu is Krishna. Krishna is the cause of Vishnu, not vice versa. Similarly, Brahman is not the cause of Krishna. Krishna is the cause of Brahman. So this is another thing. So sometimes people say, this is like they assumed this form. Brahman is there, then they assume the form of Krishna. No. Krishna says in 14th chapter, Brahmano hi pratishtaham. This is the source of Brahman, is Krishna only. The bodily effulgence of Krishna is Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti. So, this is what, and here the question he is asking, how Sisupala got this special benediction. Then it is mentioned, Sisupala also, even though he was blaspheming the Lord, because normally it is recommended you do devotional service, anukulya. Anukulya means favorably, because devotees come here, nobody chastises Krishna. Nobody, I want to have a chastise Krishna or fight with Krishna. No, Anukulya Krishna Anusilanam. This is bhakti. But Kamsa was also 24/7 thinking about Krishna. 24/7. I'm not thinking about Krishna 24/7. Kamsa was thinking about Krishna 24/7. But What was the fault? What was the fault? Envious. He was thinking of Krishna always enviously. Oh, before Krishna will come and kill me, before he comes, I want to kill him. This is his meditation. Whole meditation is, before Krishna comes and kills me, I want to I want to kill him. This is his meditation. So he was also thinking about Krishna. But Krishna is so merciful, even though he is so envious, so he gave him also some kind of liberation. So same Sisupala also. Sisupala also was meditating like that, always blaspheming. But Krishna is very forgiving actually. Because this is like a, Krishna, yes, you are doing something, okay, I will give some benefit of doubt for you also. Yes, you want to do that. But we should not take it other way around. Oh, okay, so let me start devotional service in the Sisupala way. The Kamsa way. No, not, that is Kamsa and Sisupala special category. Because Krishna shows, even if you perform devotional service in a way which is not favorable, so what we should think is, if unfavorable devotional service itself gives this much benefit, what benefit favorable devotional service will give? That is what we have to think. Not like sometimes the crooked logic will think, oh very good, now from tomorrow I will perform devotional service in unfavorable way, then I will also get the same liberation like Sisupala. No, that is not that. That's why Srila Prabhupada spends so much time in the purport, in the next few purports, explaining. No, that is the mood. The mood is how we should see this example, how Sisupala and all Sisupala, Dantavakra, they all got a very special benediction. That is why it is happening. We should not think that they are like we can also perform devotional service. That's why this all the modern Rakshasas, like Prabhupada calls the modern Rakshasas, they try to do things. But no, whatever the big Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakasipu, they could not do. What can we do? So we can't compete with the Lord. We have to understand that we can't compete with the Lord. There was one pastime where I think Ravana, yes. Ravana went to Bali Maharaj. Ravana went to Bali Maharaj. And then Bali Maharaj, hey, come with me. Bali Maharaj took. And he showed one big golden mountain type of thing. He showed to Ravana. See this? Yeah. Can you lift it? Can you lift it? Ravana was a big person. He could not lift it actually. He could not even lift. And then he said, then, do you know what is this? Ravana could not understand, what is that also? No, this is that earring. Earring of Hiranyakasipu. This is a earring of Hiranyakasipu. This is that big earring, that Hiranyakasipu earring. And that Hiranyakasipu was killed by Narsinghadev. That same Narsinghadev is standing before you as a Ramachandra Murti, and then you want to fight with him? He gave him some good advice actually. He wanted to give him good advice. You can't even lift this one. That was worn by Hiranyakasipu as an earring actually. So that personality, he was just killed like a wasp, like wasp. That's why we sing the song, like a wasp, like a just insect. And now the same Lord Vishnu is standing in front of you as a Ramachandra Murti, and you are fighting with him. You are not going to get anywhere. But he didn't listen. That's a problem. No? Then whole dynasty got... So this is what we have to understand. So this is the power. Power of the Lord is there. And we... when we understand our position, it's like we are servant of the Lord, and then there is no problem. So we have to perform devotional service in a favorable way, favorable mood. That is what the Anyabhilashita Sunyam, Jnana Karmati Anavritam, Anukulena Krishna Anusilanam, Bhaktir Uttamam. This is the definition of Bhakti. Uttama Bhakti is without any motivation, without any interruption, without any fruitive understanding, performing devotional service in a favorable way. That favorable is very important. So here that point is mentioned here, and Srila Prabhupada concludes the purport. Brahman is not the cause of Krishna. Krishna is the cause of Brahman. Therefore, Krishna is the Para-Brahman. We are all Brahman. We are also Brahman only. Brahman is spiritual, but Krishna is Para-Brahman. We are not Brahman. So sometimes we have a understanding, Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. So this is good. Aham Brahmasmi is good. Aham Brahmasmi means I am spiritual. Yes, we are spiritual. But we are like a small portion of, this is like example is given, the ocean and a drop of ocean water. Yes, they are one and the same. Yeah, they are one and the same in quality. Yeah, quality, they are one and the same. Salty, they are also salty. Ocean is also salty. But quantity, completely different. That is, this is Vibhu, this is Anu. We are small, one drop of ocean water, and the Lord is a big ocean. So that understanding, yes, there is equality is there, and also that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu categorized everything nicely. Achintya, Bheda, Abheda. There is a Bheda is also there, and Abheda is also there. But this is inconceivable. So that is why if we understand that, then we will not have any problem. We won't have any problem. Our position in devotional service will be very, very secure. So we'll stop here if there is any questions or comments. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Even if someone is envious towards the Lord, but if he's thinking of the Lord all the time, the Lord gives them mercy. So then, I just wanted to ask, is there any situation that Lord would not give mercy?
Yeah, sometimes Lord will not give mercy, because if somebody is offending the devotee, we have a great example, Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni offended Ambarisha Maharaj. So Ambarisha Maharaj went all the way up to Brahmaloka, Shivaloka, and even Vaikuntha. And even in the entrance of Vaikuntha, he had darshan of also Lord Vishnu. What a great mercy. He could have darshan of Lord Vishnu also. But still, the Sudarshan Chakra will not leave him actually. So Lord will not, Lord told him, my dear Brahmana, the best course of action for you is to fall at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. If Ambarish Maharaj forgives you, then only the Sudarshan Chakra will leave you. So that is why, yes, Lord, because sometimes Lord will not take an offense on him. He takes it, okay, that's all right. But if offense is committed to, like the same example, like your father is there and mother is there and child is there. If somebody is committing an offense to the father or mother, they will kind of forgive that or brush it off. But if the child is abused or child is offended, then they become very serious. Naturally, even in this world also like that only. Same way. Like for example, somebody is walking with a dog, you just beat the dog with a stick. Hello, will get very angry. You even beat the person, he may not take it very seriously. But then he takes it very seriously, more serious actually. Because same way, Krishna takes this offense to the devotees very, very serious. That is why it's very, very, very important that we are living in association of devotees, very good. Association of devotees, very good. But at the same time, the association, if there is some kind of familiarity, some kind of this thing, like we may think, taking things for granted, some kind of offenses can be committed. So that's why we have to be very careful. So it's good. See, it's like Bhanu Maharaj used to give an example, like the honey, very good. You go and take the bee, and sometimes you get honey, sometimes the bees will, what is that? Sting. That also, we have to be prepared for that also. So, yes, association is very good and honey is very good, but we have to be careful, just how to take the association. That is why so much of instructions are there, how we interact with the devotee, dadadi, praginnati, guhyam akhyati, pruchati, bunje, bhojai. So many instances. Yes, Lord will give mercy, but again, Lord will not eternally condemn. Nobody is eternally condemned. Like we have the pastime where not Vasudeva Datta. This is like a Devananda Pandit. There was an example. Devananda Pandit once committed an offense to Srivas Thakur. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very angry at him at the instance. But after that, Devananda Pandit performed some seva for Vakreshwara Pandit. Then Lord became very happy also. Oh, You did something, but you served my devotee. So then I forgive your offenses. So Lord will forgive our offenses. So that is why every day when after the puja, all this deity worship, we just pray forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. This is like a, how does it start? Like a, this is, this is much same. What is it? No, not Vaishnava Prana. Mantras, we just, not that one, Mataji. Because what I am asking is, this is like a, we chant, this is like a, after the deity worship, there is a, chant this mantras, like you have that 4-5 mantras are there, every, Mantrahinam, Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam, Janardana. Because Kali Yuga, the first mantra only forgetting actually. Mantrahinam, Kriyahinam, Bhaktihinam, Janardana, Yat Pujitam, Maya Deva, Paripurnam Tadastutme. This is like all these things let become, there may be some mantrahina, there is a mantra is not chanted properly, Kriya is not done properly, and something, most of the things are not hina only. But Krishna, we are requesting Krishna, you please accept only the guna only. Krishna is called Gunagrahi. Krishna is called Gunagrahi, Bhavagrahi. Krishna, if we see all the offenses in us, then we will not even go near Krishna only. It's very difficult. But Krishna sees only the Bhava. Oh, the mood is there. Yes, Putana had full of offenses, but Krishna took only the main thing. Yeah, here Bhava of serving me, then I give the mercy. So that way, like it's for us, we just pray to Krishna. So if there is any offenses, please forgive me. And then we should not commit the offense again. This is the beauty. We should not, like, it's not like we just come and ask for forgiveness and again start again. Not like that. So then Krishna will forgive. Definitely Krishna is all forgiving actually. Srimati Radharani is all forgiving. They will forgive. But we have to be careful not to repeat the same thing again and again. So, yeah, Hare Krishna. Anything else? Okay. Yes, Mataji? Yeah.
It's just a small thing.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Everything, Bhagavatam, everything is important actually. Yeah. Tulsidas. Yeah. Yeah. Who? Karadushan. Yeah, Karad. Yes. Yeah.
So when he came to know about them, he immediately knew that it's Vishnu who has come.
Yeah.
Now he will be my end. So I have to agitate. So the internal grief is revealed by him.
Yeah.
Because it was not possible for any mortal being except for Vishnu to give help.
Karadushan. Yes.
So all the while when he was doing all the offenses, because from the jail,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we can't see the thing is like Jaya Vijaya, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, all these Dantavakra, Sisupala, they are all special cases. Oh, I will also become another edition of Dantavakra and Sisupala, Ravana. No, that is special edition. You can't become, there's only special edition. They come and they go, finish the work and go. But they are devotees only. But they wanted to fight. Lord wanted to fight. That is why all these things are happening. So it's not like we should not imitate them. No? Like, see, we should not imitate the great personalities. Same way we should not imitate these great demons also. We can't imitate. Actually, they are the real demons actually. So one demon comes, he was fighting with the Lord, Narsingha. One demon is like, what is the so-called, our world demons are nothing actually compared to Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Sisupala, Danta. They are nothing actually. That's why we should not be afraid of the modern demons. No? Nothing, careful, Prabhu. Modern demons, nothing to afraid actually. Krishna is there in our side. As long as Krishna is on our side, we don't have to worry about them. Yes, that point is valid because they are all, sometimes Narada Muni goes and then he stirs up the whole thing. That doesn't mean that Narada Muni's intention is like, no, he wanted Krishna's appearance to come. So that is why he is going and stirring up the thing and revealing some of the secrets there. That way, like the whole thing, because there should be, all the rasa should be there. Some kind of suspense should be there. Some kind of, all the moods are there. Yeah. Because that is why if somebody is interested in all these things, because we are human beings, we want all these different rasas to come. Everything is boring, whole bhashan is happening, then nobody is interested. There should be some kind of different thing, some cheating, some cunning thing, something will happen. Everything is there also. Everything is there in Lord also. If it is not in the Lord, why it is there in us actually? So, but that Krishna, when it is in Krishna, it is praised. Makkanchor, Ranachor. No, this is even though there may be some, apparently from a material point of view, that will be not the right thing. But when Krishna is performing, absolute truth is performing, Param Satyam is performing, there is nothing wrong in that. When we perform, then it becomes like adulterated. Actually. So that is, yes, we can understand like that. And everybody told also. Even the Mandodari told. Mandodari is a great Pativrata. She told, what you are doing is wrong. Vibhishana told. Everybody. Kumbhakarna also told. Kumbhakarna told, he has killed already Karadoshana, all these people. No, better you give it up. No, I will not do that. See, everybody gave good advice only. Even for everyone. Even Duryodhana, good advice was given. Dhritarashtra, good advice was given. But they didn't listen. Option was given. Krishna doesn't keep like that. And Krishna gives option. Yes. Even said, you give only 5 villages. Krishna said finally, when he went to Shanti Dut, at least you give 5 villages so that we can avoid the fight. Because Kshatriya has to manage something. That is the nature of Kshatriya. Kshatriya means his duty is to managing. He can't do, Kshatriya cannot become like he can't just go to the office and do things like that. No, he's not Kshatriya. So, but he has to, but they refused, then war became inevitable. Not that Krishna is a warmonger. Sometimes people say Krishna is a warmonger. Krishna is not a warmonger. Krishna wanted to stop the fight, but Duryodhana was so adamant, then war has to come. So that, correct, good point, because this is like all the Shastras are there, all the pastimes are there, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, we can learn so many things actually. We can learn about this, all the Rakshasas, how they do this thing, how Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, they just finished all of that. Within no second, everything is finished actually. So I always like that story of where this is Hiranyakashipu's earring actually. You can't even lift that earring and you are fighting with Ramchandra Murthy. He finished that Hiranyakashipu just like that. No? So this pastime will give a lot of enthusiasm for us to look forward. Krishna is our protector. Krishna is our master. So we don't have to be afraid of anything. So Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Grantara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.